So, are Putin's actions a catalyst for Northern Ireland losing more than border checks, with the balance of power sharing rule disrupted too? Joining me now from Northern Ireland to talk it through is a very good friend of mine, Baroness Kate Hoey, former Labour Member of Parliament and now independent peer. Great to see you, Kate. A bold move by Agriculture Minister Poots to suspend border checks, or just a calculated gamble on his part?
Well, he did take very senior legal advice from a former Attorney General in Northern Ireland that said that because the decision to stop checks or start checks had not gone to the Northern Ireland Executive, that there was a ruling in another court in November last year which said that anything that was controversial had to be put to the Executive. So after that senior legal counsel advice, he then decided to stop the checks. Immediately, the Permanent Secretary in the department dithered and said they had to take more advice. And then the next day, a Sinn Féin and another unidentified person took a judicial review where the justice at the court said that there was need for a judicial review. It wouldn't happen to March. But very strangely, he then actually said that he was ruling in favour of the applicants and that the checks could not be stopped. So I think that has led to all sorts of concerns. And of course, at the same time, the First Minister decided, there was a general feeling, and we've been warning about it for ages, Alistair, that the instability caused by the protocol was going to mean that ultimately the choice had to be made between the protocol and the institutions. Yeah. And the institutions have now been seriously affected. We will have elections in May. But there is absolutely no guarantee that after those elections, if the protocol is still there, there could again be a devolved government.
Absolutely. Succinct as ever. But in reality, and I was talking to a business guy from Northern Ireland on the 8 o'clock show last night. He said, I wish they just sort themselves out and stop playing games, because I can still run my business with or without the checks. The reality of this, Kate, is that it is game playing to get Article 16 invoked and the revocation of the protocol, isn't it?
Well, I think what the pro-union community feel is they've waited long enough. They keep being told the talks are continuing. Liz Truss now has taken over from Lord Frost. She is involved in talks. These talks, every week we get the same press release: good, friendly relations, constructive dialogue, blah, blah, blah. And nothing actually changes. And of course, I think viewers need to remember that we're only in the grace periods. The full effects of the protocol have not been brought in yet. And there's no doubt about it that business from Great Britain is choosing not now to send goods to Northern Ireland, and people cannot get the kind of direct things that they were expecting as part of the United Kingdom. So the crucial thing also, of course, is the Good Friday Belfast Agreement, which has been broken. I mean, Lord Trimble, who was one of the signatories to it and who practically wrote it, has made it very clear that the protocol has broken the cross-community consent aspect. No one was asked in Northern Ireland, did they want the protocol? They were asked, did they want Brexit as part of the United Kingdom? But of course, Northern Ireland didn't get Brexit. We've been left under EU foreign rules and foreign EU court. So that just is not sustainable. And I do feel that Liz Truss is trying very hard. I know the British we always want to be very diplomatic. But ultimately now I think the crunch has come, and something just really seriously has to take place by the government. Otherwise, we're going to be in a situation where Northern Ireland will not have a devolved government. And of course, as we all know, that could lead to all sorts of unrest and difficulties.